ordering up a low-fat triple shot of mobile news to perk you up. I'm Bridget Carey, and this is your CNET Update. Starbucks has partnered with Square and invested $25 million into the mobile payments company that you know for this little credit card scanner dongle. This holiday season, you'll be able to buy a cup of joe by showing the cashier a barcode on your phone screen with the Pay with Square app, instead of taking out your wallet. But wait a second. You could do all that already with the Starbucks app. There's no extra perk you get for using the Square app. The Starbucks app actually has more benefits, like giving you rewards for frequent visits. So why the partnership? Well, right now it matters because it'll raise awareness of the Square brand. It'll get the public more comfortable with the concept of paying with a phone. But in time, as they work together, Starbucks could add more features, like never having to take out your phone. You see, many small businesses already use that technology with Square. You just walk up and say your name, and that's how you pay. That's it, you walk out. But Starbucks isn't going that far with the technology, at least not yet. A government report says we need to test and update the standards of how much cell phone radio frequency we expose ourselves to before it's unhealthy. The Federal Communications Commission set the exposure limit standards 15 years ago, and that was before we were holding phones to our heads for hours and putting the phone in our jean pockets. The report is from the U.S. Government Accountability Office, and it doesn't say that cell phones are unsafe. It's just that we need to do better to test the effects of today's cell phone use. You heard of complaints about the working conditions at Apple's factories. Well, now Samsung is under fire. An investigation from China Labor Watch says that children are being hired and working long hours at the factory that makes Samsung phones and DVD players. Samsung quickly responded, sending out a statement that it's flying out to the factory to investigate the claims. If you use Google Docs for creating spreadsheets, there's a new feature that lets you lock down cells to prevent others from editing. It's called Protected Ranges, and it's helpful if you have multiple people working on a document. And today's app to watch is one that takes caller ID to the cell phone era. White Pages launched a free Android app, Current Caller ID. It shows you who is calling, even if that number is not in your address book. It also shows social connections to that number, and it'll hit you with local news and weather based on the incoming call. That might be a lot to take in before you actually answer the call, but hey, it's better than wondering if you should pick up or not. That's your tech news update. You can get more details on today's stories at cnet.com/update. From our studios in New York, I'm Bridget Carey.